So my name is Jenna. I'm local to Calgary, Alberta in Canada, and I'm an online strength and conditioning coach. And my goal in life is to help as many injured female athletes as possible heal their knee pain, bounce back from surgery, and get back to sport. Bro. Honestly, I probably started having knee pain when I was like 11 or 12. And then as I got older, the problems just like kept persisting. They were like just kept like getting worse and worse and worse. And so I would say I think 14 was my first dislocation of my knee. And then I dislocated it between the time of being 14 to 16. I dislocated it probably like 5 more times, and I had to quit soccer because of it. So how it impacted my ability is I honestly couldn't do much, or I couldn't do much without pain. Like I was always hurting, always in pain. My knees were always swollen. Both of them hurt because I dislocated the right one, had the Osgood on the left. So it's just like in my youth, all I wanted to do was play sports, and I was in pain the whole time. And then it just became normalized because it was so many years of that. Oh, it was so hard. So I quit when I was 17. So right before I went to university, and it was rough because I didn't want to leave the sport. I loved it so much, but my body honestly just like couldn't handle it, and I wasn't getting the right care and rehab that I needed at the time. I didn't realize this at the time because I was just a kid. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't get the help I needed. As a kid, I was just like, this is my reality. My body's just not built to be an athlete. I'm not built to be a soccer player. As I was making that switch into varsity and into university, I decided to let the dream die and then just pursue my education and work instead, which was tough. It's when sports is a big part of your life for so long, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's like you lose a sense of who you are or who you were. You had this whole community of people around you leading you through life essentially, and then literally in a blink of an eye it's gone. So it was a really big adjustment. It was really hard to go through being a kid, but we made it through. That I'm resilient, that I'm like so much more capable than I think I am. Because I think when you get injured, you just feel like a shell of a human. You feel incapable. You feel weak. Don't get me wrong. I felt all those things. I felt like I just like wasn't an athlete anymore. But over time, I learned to kind of channel that emotion into strength. It taught me a lot about myself, and mainly that I'm really, really strong and I'm really, really capable. Okay, that is so funny because I actually went to school thinking I wanted to be a doctor because I was like, oh my God, I had knee injuries for so long. I don't want any athlete to have to deal with that ever again, specifically women. And then I went to school and I was like, oh, that's a lot of science. I don't think I'm built for this. Actually, I remember one day I was just like scrolling my school emails, and this job, like practicum job thing came through. It was like an internship thing at this gym that I used to train at as an athlete. And I was like, no way, they're looking for like an internship person. I should go do this. So then I went and did it, and then I was learned about the whole side of S&C and strength and conditioning. Didn't even know that was a thing. So then that really inspired me. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to be a surgeon, but I can help athletes heal their injuries in a different way through strength training. So I actually learned it that way. It was total fluke. I kind of like modified my degree stream to be a little bit more general on the kidney side, but still ticked all the boxes I needed to learn how to be a strength coach. And yeah, that's how I did that.
I love that.
I wouldn't say it's the exact same reason. I think because when I had to quit sport, I'm a very active person. I like to like challenge my body. I like to push myself. So after I quit sport, I was like, I'm not just gonna like sit at home, do nothing. So I took up the gym. I always liked the gym. Ever since I was 14, I started training because I was like, I can't be getting injured anymore. But then after soccer ended, I became like a gym girly. I had my own strength coach who at the time, I guess he was just a personal trainer to me, but taught me how to strength train,
Nice.
taught me how to push hard, taught me all about sets and reps and tempo. I always loved it, and of course loved how it made my body look and feel. And yeah, so I was a big gym girly even before that, and then learning that I could make one of my passions my job was just even more exciting. Oh, I had MPFL reconstruction, which is medial, what even is it? Medial patellofemoral ligament. So it's a ligament on the I don't even know if they can see. It's right here. Stops your knee, like if this is your bones and your kneecap sits right here, it stops your kneecap from sliding. Mine clearly didn't do a good job of that. I'm not gonna lie, that surgery was really rough. It was really painful. I was really uncomfortable. I had a lot of setbacks pop up in surgery. Never really got full range of motion. Had to have a second surgery to get scar tissue out of there. So it was really, really rough. And what it taught me about healing is that the journey of healing is not linear. That's probably number one is if you think every week you're gonna hit a milestone and you're always gonna be progressing, you're not, honestly, and it sucks. And should you be progressing every month? Yes, but some weeks you regress, some weeks you stay the same, and mentally it can be really hard to come to terms with that. But healing is not a linear process at all. And then another thing it taught me is not to compare my journey to other people's journey. Every single human body on earth is different. Everyone's body heals at different rates, at different paces. Some people bounce back quicker than others. Some people take a really long time. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. It doesn't mean you're broken. It just means your body is on her own timeline and that you need to respect that and not force it and not rush it because what's meant to happen will happen. I would say I used to be a bit of a hard ass coach. I've grown as a coach over the years. And I used to be a little bit more like stubborn, a little bit more of a hard ass and like, stop making excuses, get it done. I think now, having gone through that, I'm a lot more understanding, I'm a lot more patient. Oh, don't ignore it. It's not just gonna go away. I know we've all done this because I do it all the time. Is you have a little nagging pain or a little this, a little that, and you're like, it'll go away. You leave it for a couple days, you leave it for a couple weeks, months, and then before you know it, it's this full-blown issue. So yeah, don't ignore it, number one. Number two, get your pain diagnosed. Pain is a signal that your body sends that something is wrong. Your body doesn't just tell you it's in pain just for fun because it wants to fuck up your day. And I wish I had x-ray vision and I could look and be like, this is what's wrong, but I don't. So go see a physio, go see a doctor, go see an athletic therapist, get your pain diagnosed so you know what it is. And then number three, get to work. Start working on how to heal your pain. Start working on how to strengthen your pain and work around it so that you don't have to live a life full of pain. That is such a good question. I think a lot of times as women, we place a lot of our confidence on how we look. We place it on like our physical body and aesthetics rather than the energy we choose to embody as a woman. So as a coach, I really, really try to encourage my girls and to teach them on confidence that comes from within rather than just external appearance. We do a lot of mindset work. We do a lot of appreciation for our bodies, but also appreciation for who we are as people. Because I think confidence it's not just how you look, it's how you present yourself. And that can come with, like how you enter a room. Do you have your head up? Do you make eye contact with people? Do you smile? Do you tell yourself that I'm a confident boss ass woman, I'm beautiful, I'm kind? So we do a lot of like affirmation work, a lot of mindset work on who we want to be, and then practicing acting like that woman until we become her. And then on top of that is taking care of your health as the version of yourself that is healed. So go to bed on time, drink your water, meal prep, go to the gym, take care of your body, because when you act the way you're meant to be, I think confidence just comes a little bit more naturally that way. Oh, well, it's not glamorous. Honestly, there's some really ugly days, especially in those first couple days and weeks of recovering from surgery or recovering from like a brand new injury. The first couple weeks, sometimes even months, they're not glamorous. You're gonna be in pain. Your knees are gonna be swollen. You're not gonna be feeling 100%. And that's totally real and that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of hard days. There's a lot of days where you wanna give up, where you feel like you're not capable, where you feel like your body's broken. That's really, really, really real. But it doesn't last forever. And I find that the more you continue to show up, the more you continue to push yourself, the more you continue to instill belief and confidence in yourself, the easier the journey gets. But it is hard. It is a tough journey, and it's not for the faint of heart. But there is always a light after the storm. Really genuinely care. Oh, will I get emotional saying this? 1 second. Okay, there we go. Brought it back. I really, really, really care about my girls, like, so much. In my mind, they're an extension of who I am as a person. They're an extension of my family in ways. And so when my girls are having a hard time or they need to pick me up, like, I really take that to heart. and I put my heart and soul into the rehab process. I put my heart and soul into their programming because I want the ultimate success for my girls. I don't want them to be in pain forever and go through what I went through. I lead with my heart a lot of times because I just care so, so much. One message, I have like 50, but if I had to narrow it down to one, you're not broken. Healing is possible for you, and take the first step. Take control of your healing. This isn't your reality. You don't have to live in pain forever. I know it feels like it, but that's so not true. There is so much proof out there that people are capable of healing. So what's the difference between them and you? That's probably the biggest one, is don't fall into the narrative that you are broken and that you're stuck this way, because there is a way to heal. Oh, that's a great question. Instagram, baby. GentiFit_. That is my Instagram handle. I post tons of content on there, tips, advice, mindset work. We got it all, baby. I have a lot of goals. Well, honestly, I actually been keeping this quiet. I guess I'll tell everyone now. It is my dream in life to open up a female athlete facility. A female athlete facility that's focused on rehab to help women heal their bodies, get strong again, and get back to sport. And it's all girlies, no boys allowed. So that's my ultimate dream. That's hopefully something I can accomplish in the next 5 to 10 years. But right now, today, next 6 months, my goal is just to connect with as many female athletes as possible and help them heal their knees and get them back to sport or the activities that they love doing. Show them that they don't have to live a life of pain and that healing's possible for them.